trying to go to war with
That's
Chicago?
fake news. When you say that, darling, that's fake news.
Well, why would
I don't
the
go to
Department
war.
of Defense?
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
Are you trying to go to war with Chicago?
Fake news. When you say that, darling, that's fake news.
Well, why would
I don't
the
go to
Department
war.
of Defense?
Listen, be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second rate. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
Target Chicago and Boston when there are cities
Why?
in red states
Let
with
me ask
higher
you.
crime rates.
Yeah. Really higher than Chicago?
There are like Memphis and
Excuse
St.
me.
Louis.
Excuse me. Do you know how many people were killed in Chicago last weekend? 8. You know how many people were killed in Chicago the week before? 7. You know how many people were wounded? 74 people were wounded. You think there's worse than that? I don't think so. The Trump administration will have no tolerance for terrorism or political violence, and that includes hate crimes against Christians, Jews, or anybody else. We're not going to allow it. And there was also a horrible killing recently in Charlotte, where I talked about, and so many others, and we're going to get to the end of it. And, you know, when you have horrible killings, you have to take horrible actions. And the actions that we take are nothing. You try and reason with people like in Chicago with the governor and the mayor. You try and reason with them, and it's like you're talking to a wall. It's just doesn't. I assume it's just a political ideology. They're not stupid people. It must be an ideology that's just buried in their head, and you can't do a damn thing about it. And we'd love to go into Chicago and straighten it out. You know, Washington, D.C., you'll be happy to know, is a free and safe zone. It's so safe right now. It was one of the most dangerous. Can you believe it? We're waiting for a call from Chicago. We'll fix Chicago. And again, D.C. is right now so safe you can go out. Friends of mine called, one in particular, who's been in D.C. for a long time. And he said, I haven't gone out in 4 years for dinner with my wife. The restaurants were all closing because people were afraid, even if they were in the restaurant, it didn't matter. They were held up. You know, guys would walk in with guns into a restaurant. And that's over. It's not happening. It's now safe. And this man said, I've gone out to dinner in the last week and a half 4 times. And I am so safe. My wife could meet me at the restaurant. She could walk by herself. There is zero threat. The National Guard working with the police, working with the mayor. The mayor has, you know, that's not her ideology, and now I think it maybe is her ideology. She's taking a lot of heat, too, from the radical left. You know, they don't like that she's allowing it. But, look, she's going to either allow it or we'll just do it because, you know, it's just... But she understands that. She understands that. But I can tell you the people of D.C. are thrilled.
By ordering masked men in unmarked cars and vans to kidnap men, women, and children and harass the people in our streets without representation or process simply by naming them criminals without evidence or proof, while the real criminal with 34 felonies sits behind a golden desk ordering chaos. Mr. Trump, you have met your match.
Well, Donald Trump thinks he has a hammer in his hand. And he thinks he can bring that hammer to Chicago. But he's about to find out that Chicago is an anvil. He is about to find out that Chicago is a forge. And his minions are about to find out that ice cannot survive the fire of a forge.
There's a difference between a state and federal invasion. The invasion of federal troops is the same invasion that we will send to our enemies in other nations. This is an attack on the American people. And I stand against it, and I stand with the governor, I stand with the congressman and our chairwoman Mitz, and the Westside Black elected officials, and all of our leaders, the young people that should be afraid and that have to now learn how to be an American under this administration.
My God, my God, my God.
It's a different day. And as a man, I have to tell you, I am afraid. And so I hope that we come together to fight back, because these are dangerous times.
We don't need Trump to come in here telling us, and I call him Trump because that's what he is. It's not the president, because presidents don't act like that. We are human beings. We don't act like animals. And we're not talking about a war. War is over in Iraq. The National Guard should be fighting over and helping the peoples in these countries that need help. Not here in Chicago just to make a statement. Using people's lives to make your statement. Chicago because you don't like what they say. Well, I tell you, we're human beings, Mr. Trump. Just like you. We may not have the money that you have, but we still care about our community, we care about our loved one, and we care about our city.